In the past, we've seen a very strong team from Rector, so we'll see if they're going to keep that going tonight. Keeping it on the outside. Rector number 5, McClung, going to go for it, but she's going to send it back out to Wilburn. Off the backboard. Stewart's going to be off, but she's going to draw the foul. First foul of the night is going to be on Avery Forrester. Shot's going to be good by Stewart. Second shot's going to be off. Kaylee Witt's going to get the rebound. Kaylee Witt up for it. It's going to be tripped up and falls. Johnson for the shot. It's going to be off and it's going to go into the hands of Wilburn. Wilburn out to Stewart. For 3, shot's going to be off by McClung.
Johnson with the rebound, passing to Forrester, getting it down the court.
Cox out to Johnson. Shot's going to be off. Forrester going to get the rebound. Out to Nakota. Nice little pump fake. It's going to be off. Avery Cox with the rebound. Up for the shot. It's going to be off again. And Riley Wilburn's going to be taking it down to Rector's side of the court. The shot is going to draw a foul. Foul's going to be on number 5. Nakota.
This is her first foul. You know, something we've seen here, if Cross County has difficulty getting the first few baskets on the, or points on the board, we kind of see that throughout the game.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the first few minutes are pretty crucial for the Thunderbirds. Wilburn up for it. It's going to be off. Witt with the rebound. Going to get it to Kaylee Johnson. Johnson going to hand off to Avery Cox. Cox shot's ball's going to be tipped loose, but Nakota's going to pick it up. Nakota up for it, but it's going to be hitting the bottom of the rim. Foul on number 15, Emily Johnson. We're seeing Nakota at the line to shoot for the Thunderbirds.
It's her first foul and the first team foul.
Nakota sinks it. First point on the board for the T-Birds. And that shot's going to be off, keeping it 1-1. McClung going to get it to Tarno. Tarno back out to Wilburn for 3. It's going to be off and rebounded by Stewart. Wilburn up for the shot, and it's going to think about it, but it's going to be off.
It just fell right out there. Ref held up some numbers there, and I wasn't sure what they were.
I wasn't sure which one either.
It turned out to be number 52.
Wilburn.
Taking the foul. That's her first foul and the second team foul.
Shot's going to be short. Witt with the rebound. Shot's not going to be good enough. It's going to be going back Rector's direction. Number 5, McClung. McClung to Wilburn. Wilburn getting her offense set up. Hands it off to Tarno and back to McClung. Stewart tries to get it inside to McClung, but Cross County's going to go for it. Witt and everybody's battling
There's a
out.
scramble for the ball down there, isn't it?
Yeah, finally, we're going to call it a jump ball. Going Cross County's direction.
Somebody needs to take it out there. I didn't think they were going to.
A little bit of a miscommunication. For the shot, Nakota's going to be off. gets an own rebound. Everyone's fighting for that rebound. It's going to be out of bounds. Forster is going to throw it off of the leg of McClung, so it's going to be staying on the cross-county side of the court.
It seems like every shot that Dakota's put up under that goal has hit the bottom of the goal tonight.
Yeah.
Avery Cox for 3.
Puts cross-county at 4. McClung going to take it all the way. She's going to get tripped up there by Witt, who's already on the ground. And it's going to be 2 on the board for the Cougars. Witt's going to get tripped up again. Going back Rector's direction. For 3, it's going to be off by McClung.
Jay's going all the way in.
And they're going to get her with a charge. It's going to be Nakota's second foul of the ball game. McClung to Johnson, back to McClung. McClung over to Wilburn for inside. For the shot, it's going to be good by Emily Johnson. Forster's going to draw the foul. Foul's going to be on Kaylee Stewart for the Cougars. Forster going to sink that one. Forster for the second, and she sinks it. Wilburn going to get it over to McClung and back to Wilburn. Tarno over to McClung. McClung's going to go for it for the mid-range. It's going to be off, and Kaylee Johnson's going to get it right in her hands.
They were running out of time on that shot clock.
They were. Witt's going to be off. It's going to go back Rector direction. Going to get Avery with a foul.
This is going to be, excuse me, it's going to be Avery's first foul, I think. No, second foul. I missed that first one.
It happens. At the line shooting for the Rector is going to be Riley Wilburn. She's going to sink it. Got Jaden Wilson coming in for Avery Forster.
We've got a tied ball game here.
We do. It's been very back and forth so far. Seems like when one team's going to make the shot, the other one's going to make it. Wilburn going to sink the second. Wilson up for it. It's going to be off. Everyone's fighting for it. Looks like they're going to call jump ball. It's going to be going Rector's direction. Rabjohn gonna send it over to McClung. Rabjohn over to Wilburn. for 3. Gonna be off. 1:45 left in the first quarter. For the shot, Wilson's gonna be off, and it's gonna be rebounded by Wilburn. Up for this shot, and it's gonna be good by Stewart. Avery Cox taking it down. Gonna get it to Kaylee Witt for 3, and it's gonna bounce out of the rim, and it's gonna go into the hands of Wilburn, who I wanna point out is very tall. Definitely has some height on that Rector basketball team. And joining us on the mic right now is junior high's very own Avery Johnson. Welcome to the mic, Avery. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Avery Cox across to St. Clair.
Avery Cox with the 3, and she swishes it.
Got a travel on Tarno. Cox over to Johnson, and Johnson back to Cox. For the mid-range, it's going to be off.
15 seconds in the first quarter. The score is going to be 9-9.
Very close ball game so far. Both teams have been very back and forth. Wilburn keeping it on the outside. Shot clock's running out. Airballs it.
And they're going to end the first quarter with a tied ball game, 9-9.
We'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
And we're back, kicking off the second quarter.
Right now it's a tied ball game, 9-9. Kaylee Witt back out to Avery Cox for 3. It's going to be off. Wilburn going to get it to Tarno. Cross to McClung. McClung up for it. It's going to be off. McClung going to take it for herself. Up for it. It's going to be good.
They're going to inbound the ball to Kaylee Witt as she brings it up the court.
St. Clair to Cox. Cox back over to St. Clair. Cross to Wilson.
Back to Ashton for the 3.
Off the mark. Out of bounds, going Rector's direction.
Rector with the 3.
Tarno's going to be off.
Foul's
And
going to be on Jaden Wilson.
Wilburn going to get the and one. It's going to be Wilson's first foul. Got a timeout, Coach James. It's like 30 seconds. We'll be back. And we're back from that timeout.
Witt going to swing the ball to Cox.
Wilson back out to Cox. Tries to get across to Witt, but it's going to be tipped towards the Rector direction by Stewart. For 3, Tarno is going to be good. It's Rector at 17, Cross County 9.
Swing the ball to Kaylee Witt. She goes up with it.
Off. Shot's going to be good by Riley Wilburn for the Cougars. Timeout, Coach James. We'll be back in just a few.
Dakota's going to inbound the ball to Kaylee Witt as she brings it up the court. Kaylee's going to kick it to Kaylee for the 3, and it's off.
Avery Cox going to get the rebound. Gets it down to Bursajay. McClung going to get it over to Wilburn. Wilburn back over to McClung, keeping it on the outside of that three-point line. Nice job, Avery Cox, and a try and send it back Cross County's direction, but Wilburn's going to pick it back up, and it's good for 2. Nice layup by Riley Wilburn for the Cougars. Forster, good.
Avery Wilson.
4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter, and the score is 11-22. Rector is up.
Johnson's going to be good for 2. That buzzer is just about to go off. Got a foul.
It's going to be Kaylee Witt on the line shooting 2.
Looks like they're going to get Kaylee Stewart with that foul.
First free throw is going to be good.
Coming in for the Cougars, we got number 2, Maggie Rabjohn. Taking a seat is Kaylee Stewart. It's our 3rd foul in the ball game. Stewart's.
The second one's going to be good, too.
Nah, you're good. The shot, Wilburn's going to sink it for 3. Rector's going to call a timeout to keep possession. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back from that timeout. 3:30 left in the first half. Rector 27, Cross County 13. Wilburn looking at her options, going to get it over to Rabjohn.
Going to swing it to the corner, and she's going to reverse it back.
And Rabjohn sinks it.
Avery Cox is going to bring the ball up the court. Pass it to Dakota. Kaylee Witt for 2.
It's going to be off. Dakota's going to get the rebound. Witt's going to try and swoop in there and get the ball back. Going to call a jump ball. It's going Rector's direction. Wilburn got tripped up. McClung's going to be there to pick it back up. Tries to get it inside to Tarno, but Witt's going to pick it up. She's going to draw the foul. They're going to get her with a charge. It's going to be Kaylee's first foul of the ball game. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Looks like Tarno's taking a seat for the Cougars. McClung over to Rabjohn. Rabjohn over to K-Spear. Back to Rabjohn.
Rector for three. And she misses.
Nakota taking it up the court. It's to Forrester. She's going to get the and one. Looks like foul's going to be on Rector's Emily Johnson.
I thought they called that on the floor for a second.
Looks like, yeah.
And it's going to be good.
Wilburn and McClung back and forth. Wilburn's going to go all the way, and she's going to draw the foul. Foul's going to be on Avery Forrester. She'll get the line shooting too. Forrester's third foul. Shot's going to be off.
Ashton St. Clair is going to go in for Avery Forster.
Schumann's coming in for Stewart. Also coming in for a Rector, we've got Tarno, and taking a seat, K-Spear.
Kaylee Witt with the rebound.
Witt loses her dribble. It's going to be going out of bounds and going Rector's direction. A little bit over a minute left in the first half. McClung for three. It's going to be off. Everyone's fighting to get a hand on the ball. Going to call it a jump ball. It's going Cross County's direction.
Dakota's going to take it up the court, swing it to Avery Cox for the three.
Off. St. Clair tries to get the rebound. Everyone's fighting for it, but it looks like they're going to say that Rector tipped it out of bounds.
Out to Kaylee Witt for the three, and it's going to get tipped.
Tarno taking it down for Rector, going to get it to Rabjohn for three. It's going to be off.
Rebounded by Avery Cox. Got a little aggressive there.
A little bit. She was fighting for it. Who
Yeah.
actually going to slow things down.
She's going to swing it to Dakota.
Witt going to get tripped up there. I feel like she has always taken a fall.
She is. She might have got hurt there. She's still laying on the court.
She's slow to get up. And that's going to be the end of the first half. Right now, Rector out front 29, Cross County 18. We'll be back in a little bit with the start of the second half.
And we're back. Going to start the third quarter with Rector up 29-18.
Wilburn going to get it out to Tarno.
Kaylee Witt's going to get the ball. Going to go up for the layup and one.
Before the half was over, we saw Witt take a tumble and was slow to get up. So glad to see that she's back up and moving. Up for the shot, and it's good. Cross County was able to kind of creep their way back into it. At one point, it was about a 20-point ball game. Now we're back to an 8-point ball game.
Cross County's going good with the comeback.
Slow but steady. McClung out to Wilburn. Wilburn sends it inside. Emily Johnson's going to get it.
Kaylee Witt's going to take it up the court. She's going to swing it to Avery Cox, and it's going to go out of bounds. Rector's ball.
Wilburn going to get it to Stewart. Stewart going to try and get it. So Johnson's going to go out of bounds, and Forster's going to get a hand on it.
She's going to rush it up the court and make the layup.
She took that one from coast to coast. Wilburn going to get it over to McClung. McClung across to Tarno, up for the mid-range, and it's going to be off.
Kaylee Witt's going to get it and push it up the court.
For three, it's going to be good.
It's currently a 5-point ball game.
McClung going to get over to Stewart for three, and she's going to sink it. Looks like we got a timeout. Rector will be right back. And we're back from the timeout. Rector 34, Cross County 26, 5:40 left in the third. Witt's got some defense on her. She's going to get it to Avery Cox. Cox tries to get it to KJ, but it goes out of bounds, and it's going Rector's direction. Greg Hubbard, some sideline action. Rab John going to get it over to McClung for three. It's going to be off.
Rector's going to get the rebound, and she takes it back up.
Off the mark. Foul's going to be drawn by Emily Johnson. That foul's going to be on Nakota. Johnson will be at the line shooting some free throws. That's going to be Dakota's third foul of the ball game. Nine-point ball game. Rector 35, Cross County 26. Shot's going to be good by Johnson.
Ashton's going to go in for Avery Cox. And Kaylee Witt's going to bring the ball up the court.
Johnson, shot's going to be blocked by Wilburn. Looks like they called jump ball. Witt gonna go for it. It's gonna be too hard of a shot. It's gonna go into the hands of Stewart. Grab John for three. It's going to be off.
For three again.
Stewart sinks it. McClung gonna go for it off the backboard, and it's off. Johnson rebounds it. It's gonna be good for two.
Ashton St. Clair for three. It's gonna be short.
Forster tries to go for the layup, but kind of got twisted up there. Stewart off the backboard, and it's good. It's like we got a timeout. We'll be right back. And we're back. 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Kaylee Witt's going to get fouled. She's going to be on the line for two. Kaylee Witt's been good about driving in and drawing the foul.
Absolutely. One thing about her, she is not scared to take a fall at all.
At all.
Looks like they got Wilburn with the foul. It's her second.
And she's been really good about making her free throws, and points are racking up. Let's give a shout out to Taterbug. You see him on the sideline by Coach King.
Cheering on the T-Birds.
With that receding hairline.
And that's going to be a good shot by the Cougars. Nakota's going to lose her dribble there for a sec, but she picks it back up. Tries to get to St. Clair, but Wilburn's going to take it down across the Cougar side of the court. Grab John, good for two. Forster going to go for it. It's going to be off. Looks like we got a foul on St. Clair.
Avery Cox and Jaden Wilson are coming in.
Looks like Nakota and St. Clair's going to be taking a seat. All the way across to Tarno for the shot, and Emily Johnson's going to be good for 2.
We're going to pass it up to KJ for 3.
Off. She gets her own rebound.
And puts it back up.
Good for 2. Three, McClung is going to be good.
One thing about Rector is they have been hitting their threes tonight.
Absolutely, and they've always had a very well-rounded basketball team. Always been good at the threes. We say that. Wilburn misses her 3.
Jaden Wilson with the rebound. She's going to push it up the court.
Steward's going to come out with it. Hands it off to Wilburn. Across to McClung. Tarno inside to Wilburn, up for the shot. She's going to draw the foul, and she'll be shooting 2.
I think that foul was on Kaylee Johnson.
So we got Kaylee Witt. It's going to be her second foul. Wilburn going to sink it. Coming in for Rector, we've got K-Spear and Henderson. Taking a seat is Stewart and McClung. Shot's going to be off.
It's going to be Rector's ball.
Just under a minute left in the third quarter. Wilburn hands it off to K-Spear. K-Spear back to Wilburn for 3. She's going to miss. Kaylee Johnson gets the rebound, and Forster's taking it up the court. Nakota off the backboard is going to be off the mark.
Avery Cox with the rebound is going to pull it back out. Nakota for 3. It's going to be short.
Out of bounds, going Rector's direction with 11 seconds left in the third quarter.
The score is currently Rector 53 and Cross County 29. 10 seconds left to go.
Tarno hands it off up for the shot. It's going to be off by Matchin, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Right now, Rector leads 53, Cross County 29. We'll be back in a moment with the start of the fourth quarter.
And we're back. Gonna start off the fourth quarter with Rector 53, Cross County 29.
And shot's going to be good by Wilburn. Forster up for it. It's going to be off. St. Clair up for it, and that one's going to be off, but she's going to draw the foul. That foul is going to be on Rector's number 12, Karen Henderson.
The first one's going to be good. Kaylee Witt's coming in the game, and Dakota is going to come out.
St. Clair sinks it. Tarno gets it to Matchin.
Kaylee Witt's going to get it. Wide open layup.
No one around her, and it's good.
For three.
Looks like it's going to be going back cross county direction. Rector sending in a whole lot of subs. Loose ball. Avery Cox going to pick it up.
Rector's going to get the rebound. Rector for three. Going to go out of bounds, Cross County's ball.
Forster's got some pressure on her. She's going to get over to Avery Cox. For the mid-range, it's going to be off.
She's going to pass it out to Ashton for three.
Off again. And Wilburn's going to be taking it up the court. Cougar net. Over to McClung. McClung inside the Steward. Out to Wilburn. Wilburn going all the way, and it's going to roll in for two.
Out to Avery for three. It's going to fall short.
Back inside. McClung's going to get a hand on it. Looks like they're going to get McClung with a travel. Coming in for Cross County, we've got Nakota, and coming in for the Cougars, we've got Maggie Rabjon. Looks like we got a foul on number 2, Rabjon. It's her first of the ball game.
Going to inbound the ball to Dakota, and she's going to pull it up top.
Witt going to draw the foul. Foul's going to be on Emma Tarno for the Cougars.
She's going to make her first free throw. sink the second one.
For 3, Toronto's going to be off. Stewart gets the rebound off the backboard, and it's good. Rector going to sneak their way back into having possession. McClung loses their dribble there for a sec.
She's going to go for 3.
Off.
Avery Cox with the rebound. She's going to dribble it up.
Forrester going to get 2 on the board.
Going to call the foul on Kaylee Witt.
Rector at 61. Lakota, shot's going to be off. She gets her own rebound. She's going to draw the foul. She'll be at the line shooting 2.
Ashton St. Clair's going to come in for Avery Forster. And she's going to make her second one.
Rabjohn for 3. It's going to be off. Wilburn gets the rebound. It's going to be good off the backboard. Cross County 38, Rector 63. Cox, her shot went in, but it came right back out.
Kaylee Witt's going to get that. She's going to draw the foul.
Looks like foul's going to be on Rector's Emma Tarno. It's going to be her 3rd foul.
Kaylee's going to be on the line shooting 2. Kaylee's going to make her first one.
Rector going to send in a full court of subs. Witt going to miss that one. Out of bounds, going Rector's direction. Shot's going to be off by Murray.
Avery Cox is going to get the rebound, push it up the court. And Jaden Wilson's going to go up.
Off.
Kaylee Witt for 3, and it's going to go in.
Nothing but net there for Witt.
Avery Forster is going to check in for Kaylee Witt.
Shot's going to be off. Can't quite make it in. Tries to get it back to Case here, but I don't think she was ready for it. Goes out of bounds.
It's going to be a minute and 20 left in the fourth quarter. Rector 63, Cross County 42.
Shot's going to be off by St. Clair. It's out of bounds, going Rector's direction. Shot, it's going to be off.
Avery
by
Cox
Schumann.
will get the rebound. They're going to swing it to Nakota.
Dakota up off the backboard, and it's good for 2. Less than a minute left in the ball game. For 3, it's going to be off and rebounded by Avery Cox.
Dakota's going to get the ball, swing it up to Avery.
It's going to be off. Matching. Out to Schumann. Shot's going to be good for 2. And that's going to be the end of this senior high girls matchup against the Rector Cougars. Avery, thank you so much for joining me on the mic tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow night as your boys face off against Rector. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Shout out to Ashlyn Richardson for running our camera. And we'll see you guys here tomorrow. Signing off from CCHS Live, I'm Lex.